Okay, so Winburn school-wide expectations. All right, once a warrior, always a warrior. This is going to be a year unlike any other, but I am so glad you chose to be a Winburn warrior. We will learn a lot of new things together. We will learn new ways of learning, and we will learn about each other. So these are our power expectations. So warriors have the power. So we have the power to persevere, own our own actions, work hard, express empathy, respect ourselves and others. All right, so here at Winburn, we have made some examples of how our power motto can be applied to distance learning and to technology. Okay, so for example, under P for persevere. So this is where you push and you keep going when things are hard or tough. So I am participating in all of my classes every day, for example, in Zoom, and completing my daily assignment. I'm, emailing my teacher, or there's another example, completing and turning in assignments on time. So those are both examples of persevering when you're doing distance learning. So here's an example for technology. So I am staying on task and I'm patient when I have a problem, when I'm solving issues with technology, because, technology does not always work when we want it to. So for O, for own our own actions. So, we're all going to make mistakes and we have to, you know, be able to identify them and work with them. So here we go. For distance learning, they said, for example, completing my work each day. So there you are seeing that, okay, I need to have work done, something I need to work on. And every day you're checking to make sure you turn it in or you're following class expectations. You're keeping the chat on Zoom according to the topic or the appropriate conversation for class. Now, here's an own your own actions when it comes to technology example. You're coming to class with your Chromebook charged. You've thought ahead, you've gone ahead and you've charged it, you're ready to go for class. Okay, so work hard. Be the best that you can be. So this doesn't mean that you're going to be all A's, that you are working hard and showing effort. So for distance learning, I am always trying my best, checking over my work, making sure that, I complete stuff neatly, showing some effort. And then for technology, I am always citing my sources. So you're not just copying and pasting stuff off of the internet. I avoid and report inappropriate sites that might be unsafe that are used or that have been shared with me. Now, expressing empathy. So you got to remember, you got to think of others. It's not just, one person. So for distance learning, that could be supporting classmates who might have a different opinion, helping others when they're stuck. Try to think before I post something online or before I say something in the chat. And then when it comes to technology, again, you always want to think about what you say before you put it, in a chat or on social media. Try to be helpful, kind, or maybe even inspiring. And the last one, respect ourselves and others. So how you would treat others, think of how you want to be treated. So, am I taking turns during Zoom lessons? Am I making respectful comments? Am I using respectful facial expressions if you have your camera on? Um, you know, when you're using technology, are you being polite to others online, or are you posting a bunch of, mean comments? Um, Make sure to keep your passwords and private information to yourself, and if you have your friends' information, to keep that private as well. All right, so the next thing we're going to go over is CHAMPS. It is a school-wide procedure to use CHAMPS to explain what we expect you to do or see within a lesson. So we go over certain parts: CHAMPS, conversation level, help, activity, movement, participation. So, for example, underneath conversation, it says mute yourself, find a quiet place, check your surroundings to make sure you're aware of any noise that might affect your classes. Help, you can always type questions in the chat, which, in most classes will go to your teacher. Raise your hand. In many classes, there is a raise your hand feature button, or you can turn on your camera if you choose to and raise your hand. Activity, speak clearly, stay on topic, look when someone is speaking or trying to show you something. Movement, sit up in your chair maybe, um, be in the camera if you have the camera view turned on. We don't want to be looking at the floor or the wall. Um, Use headphones if you have them to kind of keep noise from the background being heard, or from, it making it hard for us to hear you. Maybe you can't hear the teacher. And participate. So be on time. I would try to log on a few minutes early, be prepared, be focused, and be active. Try and participate, answer yes, no questions. Okay. So here are some examples of redirection steps. So, if a student's disturbing class, you want to try and give them some warnings. If the behavior is an issue, you might put them in the waiting room. So if you suddenly get kicked out into the waiting room, that could be a sign that you were not doing what you were supposed to do. We might be giving you a conference and going over our expectations. If your behavior continues to be an issue, we might put you in the waiting room and call home. Okay. And then within class, we completed a quiz over the power expectations. And that was it.